Next question.
I'm Brandon,
And I'm Taylor.
and we're with
All My Sons Self-Defense.
Today we're going to have a little Q&A about Taylor and myself to explain our business, what we're about, and how we got here.
As far as where people can find us, please like us and follow us on Facebook, on our Instagram page, and on our YouTube channel. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. You can search for All My Sons Self-Defense. And don't forget to follow us on our website at allmysonsselfdefense.training.
So without further ado, let's get into these questions.
How long have y'all been instructing/training for self-defense?
For myself, I've been instructing since I've been 21, so it's been well over 10 years. And we've been in business for 3 years and heavily instructing for 2 of those 3.
Yes, we opened up in 2021 officially with our company, and I jumped on board as an instructor in February of 2022. So next question says, why did you all get into self-defense training?
Why did you, Taylor?
So for me, our stories are quite a bit different. And so just quickly on me, I would say, firearm training was not something that I got into early in life. It was something, more recently for me, mostly because, of my husband sparking that interest and just really wanting to come on board and join him as an instructor and really combining our talents. And I've never been afraid of guns. I've been around them. I just, prior to meeting him, never really thought of becoming an instructor, but I'm so glad I did.
As far as me, I got into it. Well, it's a flip side to it. So, growing up in the urban area or in the hood, if you want to call it that, it was learning through my relatives and friends and things of that nature. So I learned about it in a negative sense. So having a lot of family members and friends and so forth actually get murdered, it prompted me to, and then as well as me just growing up in general, by the time I hit 21, I wanted to learn the right way. And when I learned the right way through a man named Robert Hinkernell, appreciate him. After doing that process, that's when it sparked my interest as far as wanting to learn the ins and outs of training and self-defense and just, sharing it with family members and everybody because we all need this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question.
What are 3 things every beginner should know?
First thing is safety. I would say that safety is the first thing you should know. And yeah, I mean, that covers the basis of everything else. But yeah, safety first. What else did you say, Taylor?
Well, just also to touch on that, I definitely what we talk about in our training and our course instruction would be something called the 4 universal safety rules. And I always tell our students, if you take nothing else away from class, take that away. So definitely safety, number 1. It's hard to pick just 3, but I would say number 2 is that training never really stops.
Okay, so safety training, and then what else will we have for the third?
That a gun is nothing more than a tool, just like any other tool. And so you're really in command of what happens, when you're dealing with firearms.
Yes.
That's what I would say.
Yes. And Taylor brought up a good point on that third one. And as you can see on the table here before us, we do have a few. And they're all different ones. Nonetheless, there are firearms, also known as guns. But, if I was to pick it up and do anything with it, then that's when it's an issue. Right now, they're just sitting on the table. They're not doing anything. So that's really key to know. Next question.
What firearms do y'all recommend for men and women?
For me, that's kind of a tough question. The only reason being, you have some. Let's say if it's a lady who's 4'11", 95 pounds, but she could shoot a 45, and then you have a guy who's 245 pounds, but he can't shoot a 45. He can only shoot a 380. It happens. So that kind of varies on the person and what they're most comfortable shooting. And also just a whole bunch of other different things that we go over in class, like how would you dress, what you're going to carry it in, how, holster options. We have one here. Just all kind of different things vary into that. So and we have a whole bunch of firearms that students can try out if they're interested in it, whenever we do trainings and things of that nature.
Mhm.
You have anything else, Taylor, to
Mm,
add to that?
no, that's exactly right. It really, you can't, unfortunately, there's no one clear answer. You just have to try and see what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
And so we have a lot of different options for students to come and try.
So come hang out with us and get some shots in and have fun at the range with us. We feel that you'll like it, and we have pretty much most of the common calibers out there. All right, so for Taylor, we have a question for you. What are some reasons women are not comfortable with firearms, and how can they overcome it?
Okay, that's a great question. I would say for women, most of the time, they have to feel comfortable. They just have to feel safe. They have to feel secure. And the problem is when they are in an environment that is typically considered to be male dominated. Not always, but I'm just speaking in general here. I mean, women just don't aren't going to feel comfortable going to the range by themselves many times. Even if they bring their husband, a lot of times their husband makes them feel uncomfortable sometimes. So our job is to really help them feel safe, help them feel secure, and just understand that we're here to meet you where you are at your skill level, and it's okay to be scared. It's okay to not like loud noises. Women are not typically prone to violence. I mean, it's just the nature of males versus females. If you look at violent crimes, it's very very rare that a woman is committing a violent crime. It does happen, but it's quite rare. So we're just not violent people. And so I would say that that's a lot of reason why a lot of women, in my experience, have not wanted to do training at all, and they would rather defer it to somebody else. But I'm here to say it is important for women to get trained because a lot of times we are responsible for taking care of our loved ones, especially in the absence of a husband or father figure. If they are absent for whatever reason at work, whatever the reason is, we need to be prepared as women.
I will say this: if you want to make a lady violent, forget Valentine's Day, forget her birthday, and forget her anniversary. Then she'll be violent, and she may hurt you.
Next
Next
question.
question.
Next question says, being parents, at what age do you all recommend self-defense training? It's a good question. So, what I would say to parents out there is it really does depend on the child. There is no one number, unfortunately, to make it, there is some nuance to it. So, I would say the answer is different. All of our children in our own home are very different and at different skill levels. And so, it really is up to can they follow your instructions? um, you know, can they be safe? Do they understand when no means no, stop means stop, things of that nature? Are they mature enough to sit down and listen to you? And if they are, then I think they're probably ready for some training.
And also to add to that will be the maturity level of the parent as well. We have a lot of parents out there that, at least that I've seen on, social media and stuff like that, where they display poor gun safety measures involving children. So, it's kind of an oxymoron, or, it goes together. As far as the maturity level, it should be on the parent and the child. But as far as age, again, like the song says, age ain't nothing but a number. Maybe you can't really put a cap on it. It just depends on how that person responds to, what you're presenting to them.
What are the different parts of a gun?
All right, so I'll do a little demonstration real quick. So, with that, so like right now, right, and this firearm is clear. There's nothing in it at all. We made sure everything was clear before we did this. So this could be considered a part. It's a holster. It's a holster from On Your Sis Designs, somebody who we deal with here locally. We appreciate them. Okay, so you remove that, right? So then now we have the firearm itself. As you can see up here, we have an optic. So you can have an optic on it, right? Right here you have your trigger. Of course, you don't see it on your side, but on my side, I have a button right here that releases the magazine. As you can see, you can put the magazine back in there, and then also I have all light right here. With the all light, you can attach it, and it's on your firearm, or you can detach it now, and it's not a part of it. So these are different parts of the firearm, that we have on there, and you can see them again more in action for the most part when you all come out to train with us.
Mm-hmm. Next question says, what do I need to do to earn my license to carry?
As far as that, like Taylor stated a little earlier, you got to meet the minimum age requirement. It used to be 21, and that's what it was. Now 18, 19, 20-year-olds can get it. You also can either do it two different ways. You can do it online, do the course at your own leisure at home, knock that out, and then schedule with an instructor like myself to do the shooting portion of it, and that's an exam in itself. Or you can come to a class, just a 1 day class, and about what, 5 hours or so at the most classroom time, and then we go to the range for about another 2 or so. So you're looking at almost an 8 hour day or work day for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just learn about different things, whether it be about the laws, proper use and storage of handguns, how to manipulate them and how to carry them and things of that nature, as well as non-dispute resolution. So these are just different things that you will need. Oh, and then another thing, no felony. So you can't be a felon and be able to get your firearm. And then as far as tests, depending on what type of felony it is, you'll just have to either look up the facts or get in touch with DPS to find out where you fall in that category as far as that goes.
And if you're not sure, you can always reach out to us and ask us if it's something that may disqualify you. You can always call DPS or reach out to DPS as well, just for clarification on eligibility requirements.
Yeah, and if we don't have the answer, we will get it for you, and that's a promise.
Yes. Next question says, what is the ultimate purpose of All My Son's self-defense?
The ultimate purpose of All My Son's self-defense will be to hopefully change the narrative and shape the environment around us. There's a lot of stigmas. There's a lot of people who are upset, and rightfully so. If you lost somebody to any form of, somebody, getting murdered by a firearm, I completely understand. I personally have had family members get murdered, so I empathize with that. And my heart goes out to you. But at the same time, while we have a lot of people who are trying to prey on that emotion that you're feeling and have you upset to where now you're looking at people who carry firearms or things of that nature like we're the enemies, that's not the case. So we're here to change the narrative, and hopefully, and at least in San Antonio and every other city that's surrounding the area, if anybody comes to us, we want to show everybody that you can be safe, you can be comfortable, you can learn the ins and outs, and that you're going to get like our hearts. Like we pour our hearts into everything that we do, and as far as this goes, and we're not going to let you leave uh with a feeling of like what, just either distrust or or like you just don't know. You're going to end up knowing something, and the more and more you come to us, the more and more it's going to make sense. So hopefully we, like long term, as far as that question is concerned, that's our purpose. We're here to just, hopefully be a blessing to just everybody in San Antonio that comes through All My Son's self-defense doors.
Yes, exactly. So, great point. I think you hit it pretty much on the head. It's just really shaping, the understanding of firearms in general and helping people learn. How has All My Sons self-defense changed you?
How has it changed you, Taylor?
Um, so I would say, in all seriousness, change it has changed me. Number one, being a business owner is it's a great blessing and also a challenge.
Yes.
And there's a lot that we have learned and are still learning
Oh, yes.
as we go. Navigating being a small business owner, especially over these past very difficult few years economy wise, has just really made us mature, more mature. It's grown us as a family, our mission and vision for our business. And, just representing not only all my sons to people, every student, we try to form a relationship with them, not only show them the proper techniques with gun safety, but also show them Christ, show them the gospel, and just really try to have a relationship with each and every student that comes to us. And we always encourage our students to come back and see us. Many of them have or are planning to. And so we just appreciate all of our students and are looking forward to getting to know the community and really being a service to the community that we love. Who shoots better between the both of you? I mean, my husband would say him. So I don't know. It depends on who you ask. I would say probably my husband does, if I'm being honest, but that doesn't have to stay that way because training is important. Accuracy is important. I think I'm just a natural, pretty good shot. And so, yeah, I'm usually, once I really get going with something, oh, I'm usually pretty good. So I'm coming for you, Brandon.
She admitted it on camera that I was a better shot. So what more can I say? And besides, I would say me anyway because I shot my shot at her and I got her right. That
Almost,
went over a lot of people's head right
almost.
there. That's brownie points. You guys who are married, y'all can take that and use that. So I know I shot my shot at her, and look at her, she's smiling right now. So yeah, yeah. So I'm a better shot.
Yeah. hmm
Next question: what services do y'all offer at All My Sons?
So we actually offer a wide range of services. Just to touch on a few, we do in-person instruction and training. We do range only instruction and training. We have a wide variety of classes that you can check out our website at allmysonselfdefense.training and just browse them. And in the website, you can see the description and detail of all of our classes. And what else? What else do we offer?
Um, gun cleaning services as well as well, gun rental services as well. Not necessarily that you'll be renting it and taking it home. You have to do it under our supervision, but we do have that service as well. Like if you don't have a firearm and you're new to it and you're trying to learn, you can rent from us and try right there on the range.
We also offer services where we can come to your organization, your
Yep.
church, your business, and offer different seminars regarding safety and really tailor it to your needs.
Yep.
And so check us out, visit our website for a complete list of courses. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys out. Exactly. Okay, well, that was the last question.
And also, if you're checking this video out, you're more than likely going to see it sometime at the Memorial Day. So, I want to give a shout out to everybody who has had a family member who served. I know I did, or still do, have members in the service. But to all the ones who have, went on, who are fallen, we appreciate every single one of you. You paved the way for All My Sons Self Defense, as well as just other businesses to thrive for your sacrifice. So
Yes,
thank you.
thank you for your service.
Is there anything else you want to say to the millions and millions of All My Sons Self Defense fans out there?
I would just say stay tuned. There's a lot more projects, a lot more events and classes. Please follow us for all the latest updates. And we do post regarding our schedule, our class schedule. We try to roll it out a few months in advance. So, and it's usually on a first come, first serve basis. So please, again, visit our website, allmysonselfdefense.training. Follow us on Instagram, on YouTube. and just keep up with all of the latest events. And we hope that we can see you guys very soon.
Let's get those likes up, like, share, subscribe. Links will be, down in the description. Please follow us on this journey. We need all the support that we can get. And as far as this journey is concerned, we need all of the support from men, women, and just everybody in general, especially in our city, San Antonio. We'll go out to a Spurs game or whatever else and cheer them on. Now, I'm not knocking them at all, but here you are having two people, two normal 9 to 5 people. I'm a CDL truck driver. She's a nurse practitioner, right? And here we are trying to give gun safety, classes and courses and things of that nature to the community. And you would think that people will want to learn this stuff. So hopefully you do, and hopefully you come out. But it's been a pleasure. We have had fun doing this Q&A, and hopefully we have more coming down the pike for you guys, as well as everything else that we're trying to do with the company. So thank you. God bless
Yes.
y'all. We appreciate y'all. And can't wait to do more content for you guys. And if you like this, please let us know. And if it's something in particular you're looking for, please let us know. And we'll be happy to try to make the arrangements to make that type of content for you all.
Yes. And on that note, I just want to add one last final thing is something that does set us apart from the competition being a small business is that we can tailor our services to your needs specifically. So if you have teenagers in the home and you want to do a family training, we can accommodate. Most of our, big time competitors maybe won't be willing to do that, but that's something that definitely sets us apart. And we have the freedom to be able to tailor our courses for your specific needs. So again, continue to follow us, and we thank you so much for your support, and we hope to see you all soon.
Appreciate y'all.